Hey, Instagram. How you guys doing? Just logging into Facebook. Hang on. Just getting all my things all situated. Multitasking. How you guys doing? Okay, good. Let me just see who's here. Hey, Ron. How are you, honey? Hi, Ron. Hi, guys. Okay, so I'm just logging into both of you for Instagram and Facebook. So hang on a second. How you guys doing? We did it. Hours away. Yay! So I know we're not doing a bunch of streamers this year, and we're not doing a bunch of parties or anything. But come on, we can have our own party, right? We can kind of still be excited and enthusiastic about stepping into some new energy, right? We can all use that, don't you think? Hey, Beth Ann. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Jeannie. Hey, Cheryl. How's it going, honey? Hey, Lindsay. Hi, Mary. How you guys doing? How you guys are all chiming in. So I really want this to be, hi guys. So let me know where you guys are coming in from, because I really want this to be a night where we, kind of raise the vibration a little bit for everybody joining, right? So we're going to talk a little bit. I have a message from a spirit in regards to how to kind of step into this 2021. And I thought it was really cool and really easy and practical. And of course, because, the guides are always make it so easy and simple for us. And sometimes it's like, gosh, yeah, it's so easy. So anyway, so I'm going to talk about that. But before we get going, I just want to kind of say hi. I want to say Happy New Year. And hi, Kathy. Hi, Sally. Hi, Sandy. How you guys doing? So let me know where you're all from. Hey, Anne. How are you, sweetheart? So let me know where everyone's coming in from. Hello, Instagram. Let me know where you guys are going in. Have a little patience with me as I'm still working on how really to maneuver. First of all, multitasking both of Facebook and Instagram, but also just kind of working on Instagram a little bit. Getting better though, I think. Okay, and I know you guys want to join the live video, and I'm going to do that in just a little bit. So just hang tight, and I will be able to bring some of you guys on. So happy to do that. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Connie. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Deb. How you guys all doing? Love that you guys are joining me on New Year's. We're having our own party, aren't we? Love that. So welcome, everybody. And I don't want to take too much of your New Year's Eve, of course, but I'm so happy that you want to raise the vibe. I'm so happy you guys want to join and kind of get some, motivation for the new year, get some guidance for the new year, and, and all of that. And so I just think that, the conversation that, conversation, I say conversations, when I get inspiration from the guides, I always love to share it. So, hi, Joan. How you guys doing? I got to put my glasses on for Instagram. Hi, guys. Hi, Paula. How's it going, darling? Hi, Denny. How you doing? Is that Denny? Hi, Ron. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Hang on. We're gonna go here. Okay, perfect. So I'm seeing you guys. So hi, honey. So I guess I can wave to you. Let me just see. I can wave. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Hi, guys. Okay. Oops. Whoops. Hang on. Okay. Be patient with me. All right, guys. So I just want to wait a couple of minutes. Thanks, you guys, for all chiming on. Hi, Joanne. Welcome, you guys. Hi, Connie. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Helen. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer, how are you, gorgeous? How you doing? How you guys all doing? Hi, Doreen. How you guys? So I really thought like today would be a really, what better day than to kind of get together, gather, lift the vibe. We've had a really tough year. Many of us have had even a tougher year than some others, but I think we've all can agree that it's been kind of a funk year. So I think we can all be in agreement, no matter what degree it is, to what degree everyone had. But, it hasn't been a year that, we probably ever had before, right? We've had to deal with a lot of challenges, a lot of stuff. And, I'm really happy that we're coming together here to just kind of lift the vibe. I want to hope to do, my part in even a very, very small way to just kind of, give you a little something that you could take with you into the new year, a way of your mindset. And it's very interesting because the spirit world, when I received this guidance, when I received this message for us, And it's not a letter from spirit. It's actually, they woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up at 5 to meditate, but they woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning to give me this download. And so I sat up at the edge of my bed as I was wakened, and I sat and I received this message. And so, and what I love about the guides, if any of you guys, and I know a lot of you guys follow me in regards to my letters from spirit and the guidance from Edgar, my guides. But as you know, if you know them, they really keep things very easy and practical. They keep things very simple and easy to follow and very relatable. And I really love that. I really call that really modern teachings, because that's really what it is. And so, hi, Gina. Hi, Camille. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Evie. Hello, beautiful Kathy. Hi, Julie. Julie, I was thinking about you the other day. How you doing, sweetheart? Loved you. Hi, Kelly. How you guys doing? So hi, Betsy. Hi, Kim. So welcome everybody for joining in on my live. And today I want to just kind of talk a little bit about the new year. So what I first want to kind of just say is, I think that it's, as I said, in agreement that it's been a really tough year. You hear it everywhere. Everywhere you go, people talk about it. You see all these memes coming in, and New Year's, emails that you get about saying it's been really kind of a strange, weird year. And it has, we can't deny it. But I really think that's very important that we honor the grief that we've had this year, first of all. So before we get into, raising that vibe, I think that it's really important that we take a moment and honor the grief that we have felt through this year. There has been a lot of loss in our lives, whether it be loss of jobs or loss of income or loss of homes, loss of our own socializing. We've had a loss of socializing, being able to be collectively together in the same room. We've had, loss of all sorts of things. We have lost a little bit of our confidence. We have lost a bit of our faith, we've even lost loved ones. And no matter where the grief sits with any of you, I just first and foremost want to say, I am sorry for those who have lost loved ones this year. That is never easy any year, but when we also pile it on with all of these other changes that have gone on and all of these other things that we've had to deal with, it has been an overwhelming year. And I think it's very important to first honor that has been the case. But what I also want to honor is you. And I want to honor the fact that you have gotten through this year being vulnerable. And you have gotten through this year showing yourself that you have courage and you have bravery. Because to get through a year like this and through the obstacles, no matter how severe for some of us it was, and maybe a little less severe for others, we have all gone through much challenges. And I think it's very important that we honor ourselves in the bravery that we now know from this year, that it is okay to be vulnerable, that it is absolutely okay to show our feelings and to be vulnerable and to honor that, and to also know that within us is courage, that we can't get through a year like this without courage. And that courage is what gives us our bravery. And we have stepped into that. So as we step into 2021, I want you guys to really remember that you have had a hard year, but know that within you, you have courage and bravery. And the vulnerability is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It means you're human. It means you care. And so I want to honor that in you as well. So I want to do that. And also on the other side of it, as we kind of flip it a little bit, there was some good things that kind of came out of this year as well. Maybe the scale wasn't quite leveled or even, but there was some good things. We could kind of, while we're going through this, think about this for a second. What if this pandemic, think about that time way back in the day, when there was other past pandemics that were going on. There wasn't Zoom, there wasn't FaceTime, there wasn't Instagram. This kind of stuff wasn't offered or available. Could you imagine how much more difficult this would have been had we not had Zoom? I always have to send gratitude to Zoom and for Facebook and Instagram and social media. And although sometimes that that stuff can also be a little much in a lot of ways, as you all know, but also, it's allowed us to kind of stay connected in new ways. And I just want to kind of say that that's good too, though, right? So I always want to kind of flip it and kind of see the positive. I never like to stay in the negative very long, but, this is an unusual year, and I think we need to honor it. But I think that we also need to honor the bravery, courage, and vulnerability that you were able to show through this year. So that's what I want to say. So now I want to just kind of say also that 2021 is at your door. It's absolutely at your door. And I think it's really important that we take a moment and kind of understand, how do we want to step into 2021? Okay, we are very clear on 2020, and we know how we have been feeling in 2020. And I don't think any of y'all can raise your hand very high and say, I really want to feel the same way in 2021. I really don't think anyone's doing that. So what I just want to say to you is, you're going to need to pack differently. That we have packed a lot into our suitcase. We have packed a lot in our suitcase in 2020. We have carried a lot of wounds in 2020. We have carried a lot of burdens on us in 2020. We have carried even just the burdens that we have on ourselves through losing our confidence, our faith in ourselves. We have lost a little bit of our mojo, our motivation, we've lost a little bit of our figures. So, there has been a lot of loss like that too, right? So, we have to understand, how has all this stuff felt with us? And do we want to carry any of that in our luggage into 2021? So it's really time today to really look at the luggage that you have. I want you to open it up. I don't want to say baggage, right? I want to say luggage, right? Because it's not baggage. We have to honor it. It's us. It happened to us. We didn't ask for it. We didn't look for it. It presented itself to us, and we weren't very prepared. So we went into this year not very prepared. When you go on a vacation and you know where you're going, you're packing accordingly. You know your itinerary, you're packing accordingly. We had no itinerary for 2020. We did not know what this year was going to give us. So we weren't very prepared. Therefore, we did not pack very well. We weren't prepared for what was in front of us. And so now that we know we have bravery within us, we know it's okay to be vulnerable, we know we have courage, we know we've got something like that we can bring into 2021. So we are stronger in many ways because of that. But now I want to say, what do you want to pack for 2021? Do you want to bring stuff from 2020 into 2021? And if so, what? You better be selective on what you want to bring into 2021. We need to be clear on what we want to leave and what we want to bring in. For instance, you don't want to bring in, if you just clean the floors in your house, the last thing you want to do is put on your muddy boots and start walking through your clean floors and throw mud all over your clean floors. 2021 is a clean slate, it's clean floors. Let's not bring the dirt from the boots of 2020 into our clean floors. It's time to take those boots off, and it's time to step into 2021 fresh, clear, clean, packed accurately, correctly for the itinerary of this year. And this is not a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live to talk about what your goals are supposed to be. That is not for me to tell you. You know your goals. This is not a goal setting, Facebook Live or Instagram Live. This is about you making yourself aware that you've got an empty suitcase now, and it's time to pack. We're hours away from a new year. What do you want to bring into 2021? We have spent a lot of time this year, and I see it when I'm walking down the beach and I'm hearing people over and over again talking about everything that's not right and everything that's not working. And believe me, to those of you who have lost loved ones, I'm really giving you a hall pass. I'm giving you a hall pass because I just want you to know that first and foremost, that, your grief runs deep. And I'm giving you extra hall passes here. But even with you, we have to think about how we want to step into 2021. How can we start working on our healing? What can we do for ourselves to begin to heal the wounds that have been presented to us in 2020? So as we are packing this suitcase, we have to be aware of what kind of things really made me heavy in 2020. What kind of things, what kind of conversations was I having that I shouldn't be having in 2021? What type of things was I doing that made worry sit within my heart? What kind of things and people were I hanging out with, conversations that I was having? What things was I not doing that really hindered me opposed to helping me? Did I stop exercising because the gym's closed? And if the gyms aren't going to open in January, can I walk? Can I exercise? Was I spending enough time in nature? Could I do more of that? Do you understand what I'm saying? So what things were you not doing? You need to look at your suitcase and start picking out. It's like when you pack and you want to go to Jamaica, you're not packing for a ski trip. Am I right? You ain't packing snow clothes to go sit on the beach in Jamaica. So we have to pack accordingly and correctly. So how do you want to feel stepping into this new year? How will you allow 2020? Don't let 2020 beat you. You're in charge. How do you want to step into 2021? How can you take with you an attitude that says, I'm moving forward? And it doesn't matter if it's 2 steps, 5 steps, 6 steps, it's forward. And that's what you have to do. No matter how fast you go, as long as you're going and you're moving forward. So start by doing things that will feel good to you, things that are feeling better to you. Pack your suitcase accordingly. That's what I mean by suitcase, right? When we go on a trip, we often sometimes plan and we purchase some things for our new getaway, right? We're going to talk about that a little bit in a moment. But I want to talk to you for a second about what happens when we spend so much of our time, talking about things that aren't working for us in our life. What does that do to our energetic place? When we keep talking about things that make us feel heavy, that make us feel scared, that creates fear within us, that allows us to worry, that really hinders us and makes us not want to move forward in life. We have to take a look at those things and decide what ones we want to bring to us and not, because it really hinders our energy. So I want to share a quick story. I had this woman that came to me for a reading, and this is not the spirit reading that I want to talk to you about. This is just something else to kind of tie in a little bit about what I'm talking about. So I had this woman that came to me for a reading. She was supposed to be on Zoom. She called me like all perplexed and a little bit, frazzled and a little bit, agitated. And she's trying to get on Zoom and she can't get on Zoom, and this isn't working for her, and like da 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 da, and I don't know what to do, and I can't get on. I tried everything and blah blah blah. And I said, it's okay. We can reschedule until you can figure it out. I'm happy to reschedule you, or I can do you over the phone. She says, oh, you can do it over the phone? I said, yeah. She says, oh, okay, we'll do it over the phone. And I said, okay, great. So I said, give me a moment. I prepared. I bring in her mom. I said, I got a lady here. I know it's your mother. And you have a mom in spirit? She goes, I do. So I started going in talking about her mom and all this things that she was accepting. This is not about talking about her mom or anything like that. That's not what I want to talk about. So, but her mom came in and she started talking about herself to let her daughter know it was in fact her. So she started giving evidence about herself and things like that the woman could absolutely identify with and relate with. So she agreed to everything. And I said, okay. I said, your mother is now putting me in front of a machine. And I'm pushing this machine in the dirt, and it's pushing dirt on the ground. I said, there's this machine that's, I'm pushing it, and it's moving in the dirt. I said, do you understand what this machine is? And the lady says, yes, it's a plow. And I said, okay, perfect. I said, because she's showing me this here. And would you understand why your mother would be showing me a plow that you're pushing through the dirt? And she says, oh, yes, I was raised on a farm and I worked the plow all the time. Much of my childhood was with a plow. And I said, perfect. As the word plow came to me, as I heard the word plow, I got the whole story. And I said, darling, you are an extremely hard worker. You're very smart and diligent, ambitious. You're not a quitter. You keep pushing through. You're that kind of a girl. Would you understand that? And she says, absolutely. And I said, wonderful. I said, but what I want to tell you is that nothing that you are doing is really working out in your favor. And I need to say that. And you're smart and ambitious and on the ball and hardworking, but nothing is really working on your favor. Because that's what I'm being told. Would that make sense to you? And she says, Oh, yeah, because I did this and my coworker took that and I had that opportunity and then that didn't get it. And then the promotion came up and I know I'm not going to get it because the other person's going to get it. And then I'm having trouble with my coworkers because this and this and this. And now my husband and me, all of this stuff was starting to unfold, right? She was just going down this whole road of like, this isn't working and that's not working and this isn't happening. This isn't happening. And I said, stop. Your problem is not that you aren't capable, because you're very capable. It's not because you don't have the ability within you, because you do. It isn't because you're not smart, because you are. And it's not because you're not hardworking, because you work harder than anybody and you show up and you work 7 days a week. It ain't about that. Would you agree? She goes, yes, I am those things. And I said, but what you don't have is you don't have faith within yourself to believe that you can achieve the things that you are working so hard for. You are that plow, and you are creating all of this, all of these seeds. You're planting all of these seeds, but within you, you know that they're not for you. Therefore, you don't receive. I'm being told that you do not feel you are favored. And because of that energy that you put out, it prevents you to receive what it is you deserve. So what I'm trying to tell you guys, she was like overwhelmed. She was really overwhelmed about all of this because she was very, her mouth, like, I mean, I didn't see it, but like her mouth was like on the floor. I mean, because I could feel it. And she was just taken aback by this reading because she didn't realize how she was going into things. So this whole reading went into how she was tackling herself, how she was handling things, and how she was stepping into the energy. I always say that in my life readings, it's really important to recognize the energy that you bring into certain areas in your life. It will affect your outcome. And in this circumstance, it absolutely did for her. Not only did it affect her not getting her promotion, it also affected her getting along with her coworkers. It affected her from getting the things that she wanted, that she's been working so hard for. All of this was playing a toll because she did not have the belief within herself that she can actually get what it is she was working hard for. Do we have belief? Can you understand any of that in your life? Do you sometimes feel that you don't feel worthy, or you can't believe, or you don't believe that you are favored to receive the things that your heart desires? This woman had a heart that desired all of these wonderful things that she was working forward, working towards, working hard at to achieve, and it wasn't coming to her. So how are we stepping into our space? How are we going to step into 2021? Are we going to step in not feeling favored? Are we going to step in feeling that we don't have the worth to have the things that we desire? Because I promise you that if you have the desire within you, it's because the desires are there for you to have. You have those desires because they are for you to have. And the only thing that gets in your way is you not allowing it to come. So at the end of the day, it isn't just about the hard work. It's not about being smart or being capable. It's about belief. It's about believing you can have something. It's about believing that you can achieve it. It's about knowing it's for you. It's about understanding that the desires that are within you are for you. And by believing that and then doing the steps and the work is what brings it to you. Interesting. So think a moment about that. Are you going to pack any of that into 2021? Are you going to bring into 2021 the fact that you're not feeling favored or worthy or don't believe it's for you? That the things that you want 2021 to be about isn't going to happen? It's not possible, can't happen for you? Well, guess what? Just like the lady, it wasn't happening for her. Not because she didn't deserve it or it wasn't for her. It's because she wasn't allowing it to be. Her energy was blocking that. So I want you guys to consider how you're stepping into your 2021. Are you stepping in with the mindset of, I got this, it's for me, I want it, I'm allowing it, I feel it because it's for me, and I know it's coming. So I want to talk a little bit kind of about that with that. And now what I want to say here is I want to give you that to kind of to think about. And now I want to talk to you about what the spirit world gave me. And I love the spirit world. And I love the guides because They bring things to us that are very practical and very easy to understand. And you're going to laugh because they're giving it an analogy of things that we're already doing. So the guides woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Thank you. And I get up at 5 to meditate. They got me up an hour earlier, and I knew it was important. So I sat up on the edge of my bed and I sat to receive. So I received an image of a warehouse. Not any warehouse, an Amazon warehouse. Now, they could have given me any warehouse. Warehouses show up in all sizes. Can you agree? Any size whatsoever, the spirit world could have given me for me to understand a warehouse. We've all walked through several warehouses in our days, and they're all different sizes. This warehouse I saw from the outside, and it was enormous. And if you've ever driven by an Amazon warehouse, you will know what I'm talking about. You'll see a couple of them on the way to Palm Springs if you ever drive that way. But they're all over the country, so I don't know if any of you have seen them, but they're enormous. And they showed me the outside of a warehouse. And then they brought me inside. And as I sat on the edge of my bed, they teleported me inside this warehouse. And you guys, this warehouse was enormous. The aisles were so wide and the shelves continued all the way up. I couldn't see a ceiling. I couldn't see the ceiling. It just kept going on and on and on, and it was wide, and there was shelf after shelf after shelf. And then the spirit world had me walk through this warehouse. And they said, these shelves are you. You are stocking your shelves. This is your warehouse. And when I say this is your warehouse, they weren't referring to me. They were referring to us. And I want to be clear. So when I say you, they were talking to me, but the message was for us. They said, this is your warehouse. Do you see these shelves? You stock these shelves daily with everything that you want, everything that you desire, and also things you do not want and you do not desire. This is your warehouse. You are stocking these shelves every single day. What is on your shelves? And then they brought me to this analogy of shopping. So now I'm in front of a computer and I'm shopping on Amazon. And here's something that you can kind of understand. You have all shopped online. I mean, 99% of you have shopped online, right? So the spirit world put me in front of this computer and I'm shopping and I'm adding things into my cart. I like this, I like this, I like this, putting this in my cart. Notice I'm not placing anything in my cart that I don't want. They said, take inventory of your shelves. Remove from the shelves what you don't wish to have. Take inventory. This is the time to take inventory. And as I'm on my computer and I'm putting things in my shopping cart, in my mind, it's going in my shopping cart. I'm saying, okay, this and this and this. And you've all done that, right? You've placed things that you've wanted in your life. Now I want you to think about what you want for 2021. You're placing things in your mental shopping cart. And then you're putting this in, and then you're looking at it and you're like, this is good. I like this. I like everything. Now you want to check out. And you want to check out of your shopping cart. And you want to purchase it. And then you look and it says, 3 to 5 days for delivery. 1 to 2 days for delivery. You'll have this no later than this time, this day, right? So when you purchase things, you see the delivery date. Some of them are immediate, not all of it's immediate. And some of it also says out of stock until March 15th, out of stock until March 17th, out of stock until February 11th, right? You've had that too, where you've wanted to buy something and it wasn't available yet. It was out of stock. So now you have to think, do I still want that? do I want that item still? Because I really want it. I'd love to have it tomorrow, but it doesn't look like it's going to come in prime. So now I got to think about it. Do I still want that item? And you think and you process and you say, you know what? I still do. I still want this item. And I know it's not going to come for 6 weeks, probably guesstimated, but I still want it. So you keep it in your cart. You see, we have to understand that when we are going after things that we want in life, we get frustrated when things don't come quickly. And what we have to understand, those things that are out of stock, that aren't there yet, it's not your divine time yet. That doesn't mean the order isn't placed. That doesn't mean it's not in your shopping cart. It means you have to allow time for it to be ready to come off the shelf, to ship. Can you understand? Because that's very important for you to know. And that's what they were telling me, that items are going to come in different timelines. So if you click yes to that item that still says not available until March 15th or March 17th, and you click, I still want it. And we have all done that. And then you know what happens? We click it and then we forget about it. We release it. We've ordered it, it's placed, and then we move on in our life. And then one day we open the front door and there's a delivery at our door. And guess what? We have a surprise. We don't even remember that we ordered it. And there it is at the door. And then you unopen the box. You're like, oh, it came. I almost forgot about it. Yay! See, the spirit world really want you to be excited. They love surprises. And you have to understand that some of the things that you're asking for in your life, it's not divine time yet. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't put it in your cart. It just means you got to still place it. You got to accept the fact that it's not coming prime delivery, and you need to be okay with that. And you need to say, it's in my cart, it's on my shelf, and when the time is right, it's going to come off my shelf and it's going to deliver to me. But do you do that? Or do you get frustrated when things aren't working out, like the lady with the plow? Don't be the lady with the plow. Be yourself. Accept what it is that you want. Take ownership of saying, I want it, it's in the cart, I'm buying it, it's on its way. And release the need of needing to have it prime. Does that make sense for you? Can you understand? So then the spirit world said, some things come prime. And some things take a little bit longer. But what I want you to do, and I'm going to tell you about prime in 1 second, but what I want to ask you is, when you make a list of what you want for the new year, and you're putting it out there, and you're putting it in your shopping cart, and you want it, are you okay if it doesn't come prime? Because if you are, then you should take it out of your cart. Because the universe doesn't work that way. The universe isn't going to let you have something that you're fighting against. You got to accept it and say it's going to come in the divine time. And that's what I want to tell you. So I'd like you to step into 2021 with this analogy. The spirit world also said, let's talk about delivery. That delivery comes to you with the energy that you give it. And I'm going to go there in a second because I have an example for you, because the spirit world gave me that as well. But first I want to talk to you about prime. Sometimes things come to you in prime. Sometimes things come next day. I'm going to give you an example. Christmas Eve. I'm sitting on my computer. I tend to be on my computer a lot, whether one way or another. I'm on my computer, and I had this idea of wanting to have a picture of a Christmas tree planted in the sand at the beach. I live at the beach. I thought, how cute. I've seen it before in past times, and I thought, I really want like a little natural kind of little tree planted in the sand with the ocean behind it. So I went online to look for that image. I couldn't find any images that looked really good. They either looked kind of cheesy, or they looked too made up, and they weren't really authentic looking, or they were really expensive to buy. And I just wanted to post something on social media. So I didn't really want to put money really towards it, but I just wanted that vision. I wanted that picture. But I looked for an hour and I really couldn't find anything that wasn't super expensive to buy. And so I let it go. So I'm like, all right, I let it go. Remember, I put something in my shopping cart, right? And I don't put any, I'm not, it's not going to happen. I'm just going to put it away. I released the need to have it. So the next morning, I'm doing my morning walk and I'm walking up in the hills. And as I walk back down the hills towards my house, I'm taking the steps down to the beach. There's these two sets of stairs. And the third step down, as I'm heading to the sand, guess what I see? A Christmas tree planted in the sand with the ocean behind it, just like I wanted. The next day, not even 24 hours. I mean, I think I was looking for that tree online like at 3 in the afternoon. It was like 7 in the morning. I saw that Christmas tree and I thought, thank you. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was such a gift. It was such a surprise. Spirit loves that, you see. Universe loves to surprise you. And when they can bring it to you instantly, they will. But some things just take a little bit longer, and you have to be okay with that. You got to be okay with allowing things to be a little bit longer. So what I want you to understand, I just want you to release the need of having a timetable. I want you to release the desire of needing it to be right away and have faith and trust. The lady with the plow didn't have faith and trust that it could be for her, and it prohibited her from receiving it, not because the universe didn't want to give it to her, not because it wasn't worthy for her, not because she wasn't deserving of it. It was because she wasn't allowing it. She didn't believe. I released, and there was the tree. So if you watch me on social media and you saw that little Christmas tree that I posted that I wrote Merry Christmas with red like printing on it, that was the tree that I found Christmas morning. I was so excited. And I shared it and I posted it. I was like over the moon. You have no idea. So I posted it right away. That's why I didn't really look very good with my writings. I was just so excited to post it. I was really happy. So that desire, that wanting on my Amazon shelf in my warehouse came prime. It came next day. Some things come next day. Not all things come next day. You need to be okay with that. So what I want to say also is another thing that the spirit world gave me that was about delivery in this whole lovely thing is, have any of you guys seen the movie Christmas Chronicles? Give me hearts if you've seen Christmas Chronicles, the first one, not the second one, the first one with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. Throw up some hearts if you guys have received that, if you've seen that movie. If you haven't, I really want you to go and watch it. I think it's on Netflix. I want you to watch it because you're going to understand what the spirit world is saying. And I know it's going to be silly and you're going to think I'm crazy because I'm going to talk about Santa Claus. But I want you to understand that I want you to go a little deeper here with this, okay? I want you to understand a little bit deeper what the spirit world's trying to say because they're talking about the delivery of your wishes, wants, and desires. Okay, so they gave me the Christmas Chronicles and they showed me the part in the movie where Santa was flying in the air to deliver his presents and he crashed. Do you know that part in the movie if you watch the movie? If not, I want you to watch that. It crashed and Kurt Russell, Santa Claus, said, Christmas spirit is low. The sleigh does not fly without Christmas spirit. It won't go. That's the fuel. Christmas spirit is the fuel for the sleigh. And what the guides were saying is your Amazon delivery truck needs spiritual gas. It needs your energy. It needs to be charged by your energy. So if you could think of an Amazon delivery truck as a electric truck that needs to be plugged in to be charged. All right. That is what the spirit world was saying. The guides were saying people have to need to have faith and belief, and they need to raise their energy to be able to allow the deliveries to come. Just like in the sleigh. And they used the analogy of the Christmas sleigh to help me understand what to share with you, that it is about allowing us To have that faith, trust, and belief, that Christmas spirit is about faith, trust, and belief. It's about faith and trust and belief that without it, we can't receive, just like the lady with the plow. She was doing everything right, except she wasn't hanging on to any belief that she could receive it. She believed everybody else was going to get it. And so everybody else was benefiting from the harvest of her hard work, when she really wanted the harvest for herself. She was giving it away because she was not owning her belief that it was for her. And so this beautiful analogy, I was like overwhelmed when I got that. I thought, oh my gosh, that is brilliant. Exactly. And it was so perfect. And I just love how the guides give us things that are so practical and easy to understand. So when you watch the show, I encourage you to watch it tonight. If you're home tonight before the ball goes off, watch that Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell. The first one, I think it was 2018, that one, where the sleigh kind of crashed and he talked about not having the spirit of Christmas. And then at the end of the movie, how they all got around and started singing to lift the vibe. And then as the vibe got lifted, then the Christmas spirit started going and the sleigh started taking off, right? So put it in your own content, your own context. You see, like think of that. Okay. So just remember, you have to know what you want and you have to put it on your shelf. You have to decide what size is your warehouse. You have your own warehouse. It is to you to decide how large or how tall or how wide the aisles are, how tall the shelves can go, and how high the ceiling is, or if there's a ceiling at all. I saw no ceiling on the warehouse that they showed me. And that tells me that you have unlimited potential. I saw no ceiling, and that means we can have shelves as high as we want them. And as long as we believe that what is on those shelves is for us, they will come. But don't expect them all in prime delivery. Some will take 1 or 2 days. Some will take 3 or 5 days. Some, you know what I mean? Some might take a month. Some might take a couple of months. But if you can start raising your own energy and creating that belief within you, that if you have a desire to have it, it's on your shelf to begin with, you put it there because the deeper part of you wants it. And because your deeper soul wants it, it's for you. If you have a desire for it, it's on that shelf for a reason. It's your shelf. You're stocking it. So be mindful also of what else is going on the shelf. Spirit said, take inventory. It's time to understand that some of these things on your shelf is expired. Some of the things that are on your shelf are expired and you need to pull them from the shelf. And that's what 2020, what we need to look at. That's what I mean when I say it's time to unpack that suitcase and start packing it again. Yeah. And so this is really just something that I just kind of want to say to you, is that your spirit matters. And the sleigh for the Christmas Chronicles, Santa's sleigh, as they said, will not run, it will not fly. It cannot fly without Christmas spirit. And your desires matter. And you cannot receive at your door your delivery or your package if you don't believe it can arrive. And you need to let go of the need and the demand of needing it to show up at a certain time. That's hindering you. I want you to honor everything that has happened in 2020. I want you to acknowledge everything. Take inventory. There might be some things you want to bring into 2021, some things that you may want to place in that suitcase, some things you may want to keep on that shelf. You call whatever you want your warehouse. Amazon, they showed me Amazon warehouse, and I think they did it to show us our unlimited potential, and it could be as big and as tall and as wide and expansive as we want it to be. It's our decision. But if you feel more comfortable with a smaller warehouse to start with, fine, but start. Start putting yourself mentally in that online shopping. And when you shop online and you place that order, you don't even worry about it anymore. You know it's coming. You have belief and trust and faith that what you ordered is coming. You don't have this issue about it not coming. You're not that lady when you're online shopping. You're not like the lady with the plow. You place an order, you believe, you have faith, you have trust. So why do you have faith, belief, and trust when you make an online order that it's going to show up and you click it, you put in your credit card, you order it, and you move on to the next thing in your list of things to do? Why? Because in the past, you have placed orders before and they have arrived. And the spirit world said, you are getting many deliveries every day. And you're getting many deliveries prime. You're just not paying attention. So why is it that we pay more attention to what deliveries we're not receiving opposed to the deliveries that we are receiving? Let's talk about that. Why? Why do you have to be like that? Why do we do that? Why do we put focus on the things that aren't working for us opposed to things that are working for us? Why do we have to focus upon the package that hasn't come, the one that's delayed by a few months, opposed to the one that comes right away? We step right over that one. But we put focus on the things that aren't working out for us. We don't even pay attention to the things that are working out for us. Things are showing up for us prime all the time. When you get that wonderful parking spot right up front, when you get a refund check in the mail, when you show up at the doctor's office and there's no one in the lobby and you get seen right away, when you go to the checkout counter to buy something and the sales girl says, hey, this is 50% off. You didn't even know it was on sale. These are all examples of things that have happened to you. This is you getting deliveries prime. Why? The spirit world, the universe want you to know that they're working on your behalf and they're giving you little things to let you know, please keep faith, trust, and belief, just like when you make your online purchases. We're giving you all of these little deliveries to let you know, we're on this, we got this, we got you. Have patience, have belief, it's coming. And that's what I want to say to you. So I want you to have that mindset, and that is a mindset that comes from the spirit world. It was a download that they gave me, and I know it was to share with you. We all have an Amazon warehouse for us. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's there. Everything that's going on your shelves that you want is there for you. Everything placed on the shelves of your warehouse, you have placed there. Let's make sure that the delivery truck has got the charging power to bring it to you. Whether it be prime, whether it be 1 to 2 days, whether it be 1 to 2 months, whether it's delayed in delivery, whether it's out of stock, and we'll notify you once it's here and it'll come your way. Whatever it is, divine timing. Trust the divine timing. Stop trying to control everything. It's not going to help you. It's going to hinder you. Let it go. You're capable. You're beautiful. It's possible. You desire it because it's for you. Let that be enough. So, what I'd like to do is give you a little bit of an exercise that you can take with you into 2021 that will help you a little bit with knowing that Prime is working for you, knowing that the universe and the spirit world is working on your behalf, and they're giving you deliveries all the time. But we just don't pay attention to it. So I want to give you an exercise that you can do. That's fun. And there's many reasons why I want to give you this exercise, because there's a lot of good points to it. So I just want to show you this. Call it whatever you want. Okay, I call it the spiritual charging station. Okay, has a lid, and in it, I place things. Now, I'm going to put these in my car, on my desk, in my purse. Anywhere I go, I'm going to have it. And the reason why is because deliveries come to us all through the day. And I want to make sure that I'm in the state of awareness to recognize when they show up. So, for instance, as I mentioned, when you go to the doctor's office and there's no lines and you get seen right away, wow, I'm favored. I got seen right away. There was no lines. I got in and out. Wow, that was awesome. One, right? Oh my God, that Christmas tree showed up on the sand just as I wanted the next day. OMG, I'm so happy. Two, right? Oh my God, this happened. I wanted a dress for one of my demonstrations. I went in, I was going to pay $150 for it. Showed up 50% off at the register, didn't know about it. I call that now my lucky dress. Thank you, universe. This kind of stuff is happening to you all of the time. So, but what happens is we step over it. We don't pay attention. We keep our focus way too much on what's not working, what's not coming, what hasn't shown up yet. And that is allowing that sleigh not to fly. That's the lady with the plow, not allowing herself to receive all of her hard work and effort. Don't do that. Let's start paying attention. Why I love this exercise? A couple of reasons. Number one, it allows us to be aware. Now, it allows us to be aware of what's going on well, because now we're collecting data, and we're filling our jar with data, our charging station. When we're having a bad day, and we will, we are favored people. We are all favored, but that doesn't mean we're not going to come across days of struggle. That doesn't mean we're not going to have moments of things not working out for us. That's why this jar is so wonderful, because when we're having a bad day, we can pull it out and say, you know what? I know today wasn't such a great day, but I know that there's a lot of examples in this jar here that remind me of things that are working. So it's wonderful because it helps keep that spirit higher. You see what I'm saying? So that's very important. You could call this the spiritual charging station, which is what I did. You could call it my favor jar. You could call it my gratitude jar. You can call it whatever you want. It could be a Tupperware. It could be a box. It could be a shoe box. It could be a jar. It could be a cookie jar. It could be anything you want it to be. I chose this. I like color. Makes me happy. I like to see clearly through it. I want to know all the different colors that are in my jar. So I chose this. You pick whatever you want. You call it whatever you want. It's your jar. But what I want you to do is start paying attention. And when you start doing this and you start, oh my God, I got a parking spot. Oh my gosh, it's all these things. I got first spot. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I just went to the Grand Canyon. Happened. I just went to the Grand Canyon by all my luck. I'd never been to the Grand Canyon, always wanted to be the Grand Canyon. I pull up and you know what? Today is the Founders Day. I get in free. Yay. Favored. And these are just little prime deliveries for us every day to keep our spirit high. But if you're stepping over all of these and not paying attention to what it is, then you're not going to be able to recognize how the universe and the spirit world are working in your favor. Believe me. A lot of things in life have been canceled right now, but hope is not canceled. Hope is very much alive. Faith is very much alive. Allow it to be alive within you. Allow belief to be alive within you. So keep making this. This is wonderful. When you have a bad day, you refer to this jar. When at the end of the month, you can say, you know what? I want to have a little bit of a itinerary. I want to go back to the month and see how many things went right for me. That's putting you in the good headspace too. Now you're saying, instead of saying what's gone wrong with me, I want to revisit all the things that went right for me. Do you see what I'm saying? We're putting ourselves in the right mindset. So I recommend you do this. Do it or don't do it. Take the mental note or not. But I'm giving you a little exercise that will really be helpful for you to keep your spirit high, to allow those deliveries to arrive. Okay? This is you charging your Amazon delivery truck. Okay? And it could be everything. Anything that goes right in your life, put it in. It could even be, you know what? I love that I had an extra hour free today where I can take a bubble bath. I love bubble baths, and I don't take them enough, but boy, I had fun today. Thank you for allowing me that time, giving me that recharging of myself to put myself in a bubble bath. How wonderful. It could be that. You place anything in this jar, in this tub, in this box, whatever it is for you, that allows you to stay connected with everything that's working well. And that will keep your spirit lifted, and that will allow the deliveries to come to you. The plow lady didn't do that, and all the deliveries went to the wrong address. She placed her order, but she placed all the wrong addresses. So it went to her coworkers, it went to everybody else in her life except for her, when the intent was for her to have it. But her belief wouldn't allow it, so it went somewhere else. The energy's got to go somewhere. Let it come to you. Allow it to come to you. And there's enough for everyone. Everyone has their own Amazon warehouse shelves. Everyone has their own warehouse. There's enough supply for everybody. You having so much doesn't prevent anybody else from having the same amount or even more. This is your own journey with the spirit world. This is your own journey with the universe. This is your own journey with yourself. So I recommend that you start changing that mindset. How do you want 2021 to be? What are you putting on your shelf? What's going in your warehouse, and what are you collecting inventory on and removing? What items have expired? What do you not want on your shelves anymore? You're in charge. I hope this has helped you. I'll take questions now. So I found these, by the way. I just went to Office Depot and I just found like a stack. They come in a little box, like a little paper thing of like 20 of these pages. And I just cut them up in a bunch of sizes because I like the colors. So you could get with stickies, you could do it with whatever you want. But I recommend that you keep some in your purse with the pen, in your car with the pen, because you never know where Prime Delivery is going to be landing for you. So you want to make sure that you're ready to recognize it and accept it and take note of it. Okay, so that's my little exercise for you. I think you'll love it if you do it. So I want to take a moment to just kind of say hi to you guys and obviously wish you guys all a beautiful, happy, happy, happy new year. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me just see what you guys are all saying. Hang on a second. Let's just see here. Hold on a second, Instagram. Okay. I cleared what wasn't serving me and filled the shelves with awesome stuff. Yay. Okay, perfect. Great job, Julie. Love shopping on Amazon. Right, Evie? Isn't this kind of neat, though? Because what happens is, the spirit world, the guides are giving us things that we can identify with. We shop on Amazon. We know how to put stuff in our cart. We know that once we place the order, we walk away and we don't think about it anymore. We know it's coming. We trust and believe it's coming. And it's the same thing. Have that same mental, energetic mentality when you want the bigger things in your life, the personal things, your joy, your happiness, the relationship. Okay? Your destiny is not to be lonely. Your destiny is to be joyful. Your destiny is not to live in fear and worry. Your destiny is to be happy. So let's get happy. Let's decide to be joyful. Let's put things on our shelves that will help us do that. Let's pack our suitcase and make sure that we know our itinerary and we pack accordingly. And we don't bring in a bunch of mud on our boots into 2021 that's from 2020. We don't want to get our floors dirty. We're starting fresh. We're starting clean. Let's do that. Hi, Shauna. You love this. Melissa, yes, good. You have to trust. Exactly. Hi, Kat. You can replay it. It's okay. I know you got on late. You love the analogy, Pamela says. Wonderful. Patience. Exactly, Julie. Yes, absolutely. Monica, thank you. Really needed your words tonight. Wonderful, Maria. I'm so happy you joined me. Love the post. Lovely, Sarah. Wonderful. Param. What's the movie? The movie is the movie that I want to tell you is it's Christmas Chronicles. And it's the one that was, I think, in 2018. And it's with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. I believe it's on Netflix or it's on Amazon. It might be on Amazon. I don't know. But look for it. I know they have two. They have a new one that came out this year, but I'm referring to the one that was a couple years ago. That's the one the spirit world gave me. So that's the one I have to share because that's the one that they gave me the analogy for. So that's the one I want to reference you for. So, okay. So I think you'll enjoy it. And I think if you take what we talked about today and you watch that movie, you're going to understand the importance of your own spirit. Okay. Pamela says she remembers that part. Hi, Tracy. You never saw that. Watch it, darling. It'll help you with that energy of moving into the new year and what your work is, right? Because listen, we all have work to do. We're always a work in progress. But the best way to get the work done is by stepping in the right energetic space, in the right place. We have to set the space for us correctly. So that's what I want to say. Hi, Erica. Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell. Yes. Love tonight's messages tonight, bringing enlightenment, hope, and faith. Wonderful. And no, hope is not canceled. Hope is not canceled. That is never canceled. Never. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Okay, so let me just see somebody here on Instagram. Let me see if I can do this correctly. Just, oops. Hang on. I don't know how to do this. Hang on. Someone is requesting to come forward. Hang on a second. Let me just see here. Request to be in your live. Lola, okay, let me send. Okay, I don't know if she's still on, but let's just see. Hang on. Go live. Let's just see. Okay, let me just try this and see if it works. I don't know if it will. I don't know. Okay, we're waiting to see if she's connecting. I don't know if she's on. Let me just see. Oh, hi, honey. Hello. I see her. Okay, wait. Hi, honey. Do you want to come on? I think she stepped away. Okay, I don't know how to end this. Oh, hold on. Okay, remove. Okay. All right, we'll try someone else. Okay, let's see. She was there, but I think she stepped away. Love your words. I'm definitely going to do this exercise. Happy New Year, Monica. Wonderful, darling. Thank you. Hi, Sadna. How are you, sweetheart? Happy New Year, guys. Welcome, everybody. I just want to say a wave and a wave. Oops, a wave and a wave and a wave. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay, hold on. Okay, hi. Okay. Hi, you guys. Okay, so anyway, I hope that this helped you a little bit. This wasn't a live to really talk about how to. I'm getting hot. This wasn't a live to help talk to you about goal setting. That's personal. You guys have to know what you want and what you don't want. I just wanted to come forward to kind of give you some positivity, a new way to look at things moving forward, and that wonderful little message from the spirit world for all of us. And that's what I really wanted to share. Okay, so that's what I want to say. Hi, Pam. Hi, Tony. How are you guys? Hey, Patty. You guys are awesome. How you guys doing? Great messages and motivation for 2021. Awesome. Okay, good. Oh, good. Tracy says she's going to do the jar. Hey, Sally. Thank you. Thank you for giving us your time with your beautiful messages. You're welcome, darling. Happy to do it. I love you guys. Again, I never say that I know it all. I don't know it all, but I know a little bit. And, I happen to have this wonderful connection here with my guides. And so, I know that they always want to kind of share a little love and kind of help us forward, as you know. And so I just always want to do my part where I can. So love that. Good. Kathy's going to start tomorrow. Wonderful. Receiving your beautiful reading was a precious card to put in the jar. Oh, thank you, darling. Hey, Gia. Hi, honey. Happy New Year to you, sweetheart. I was going to call you today. How you doing, honey? Hey, Melissa, Miri. You love the message. Really good, honey. Okay, so perfect. So I know you guys want to get going with your New Year's, and I don't want to take up your special night. You got a little work to do. You got to start doing your inventory. You got to start making your list of what you want to put on your shelves. And I want you to just, in your mind, create that warehouse in your mind. I'm going to go with the Amazon warehouse. I'm going to go with that one because that's the one that they gave me, not because it's for me and not for somebody else. We can all have the Amazon warehouse, but why not go big, right? Because, we are always creating and we are always, I love to be inspired, and I know those inspired things. I want a lot of shelves. And so let's make whatever warehouse we want for ourselves, but let's start putting things on the shelf that we want for 2021. And let's also understand, like you shop online, everything comes in its own divine time. Certain stuff takes a day or two, certain takes 3 or 5 days. Some of it's out of stock for a couple months, but it's coming. It'll be back in stock and we'll ship as soon as it's in stock, and you know it, and then you just release it and you let it go and it shows up one day at your door. And that's how the universe works. So go have fun, go play with your jar, go get it organized, call it whatever you want. I love you guys. I want to say thank you so much for sharing New Year's Eve with me here tonight. I want to wish you guys the most beautiful New Year's of positivity. I want you to know that hope surrounds you. I want you to know that faith is within you, whether you recognize it or not. I know that you are entitled to everything that you desire, whether you at this moment understand that or not. It is true. I want you to get into that energetic place of receiving, of allowing, and letting go of the control of it needing to show up a certain way or at a certain time. Free yourself from that. I love you guys. You guys have the best New Year's. I will see you. Also, guys, let you know, I will be coming on for a January Letters from Spirit. Is going to be coming on. I think I'll be doing it this Monday. So take a look at my Facebook feed. I'm going to confirm that, but I believe this coming Monday, I will be doing a Letters from Spirit that the guides have for us for some more guidance. So if you guys are around, it'll be 5 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Mountain time, 7 o'clock Central time, and 8 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, guys, love you to pieces. Be amazing, stay amazing, and really start building that belief within you. Okay? And all the best to all of you. And I will see you in the new year. Bye.